Karen Bouchard here. I had the opportunity to interview Marlene Bagnull. She's an author of 10 plus books and the founder and ongoing director of two of the most robust Christian writers conferences that you're going to find anywhere in the nation. That is the Colorado Christian Writers Conference, as well as the Greater Philly Christian Writers Conference. And she's been doing this for 38 years, I don't know, since 1984. And her influence on the Christian writing community is immense. She has had such an impact, over the past, almost 4 decades. And she's really almost kind of a legend in the Christian writing community. And I love this woman. I love her passion for changing lives through the power of the written word. And she has equipped writers. And at the end, we did some math. And so at the end, we're going to tell you what her influence has been in the Christian writing community, but it is mind-boggling. But she has been equipping writers for decades, and she has some really encouraging words. And she's going to share some of her favorite Bible verses that have really encouraged her in her writing, publishing, and then just equipping journey of equipping writers for years. So let's get right to it. I love this woman, and I hope that you're encouraged by what she has to say to you. Okay, so that writer who's discouraged, they're like, oh, give me one practical thing that they can do today? What would that be?
Always pray. I mean, and ask the Lord to confirm what it is that he's calling you to do. Get close to him. Get in the word. Find promises to hang on to. On the what I do, and it's not so much goal planning, but it's my calendar that I keep online, and I've got scriptures that I put across the top of it. Those promises that I rely on, because in our own strength, we can't do this, Karen. This is, it's too big, and it can become so overwhelming. There's a verse that says, be strong and courageous and get to work. This was David telling Solomon to build the temple. Be strong and courageous and get to work. Do not be frightened by the size of the task, because the Lord my God is with you, and he will see to it that everything is finished correctly. And so,
wow, oh, that's
encouraging
powerful.
People, don't give up. Don't listen to the devil's lies that you're not good enough, you're not smart enough. I've struggled with that through the years. I'm a high school graduate, and I teach people who have doctorates, for crying out loud. God is amazing. Ephesians 3:20 is another one of my life verses. Now glory be to God, who by his mighty power at work within us is able to do far more than we would ever dare to ask or even dream of, infinitely beyond our highest prayers, desires, thoughts, or hope.
Those, for writers, think about, those are such powerful verses.
Oh, yeah.
Are there other verses that you feel like are particularly germane to the work that we do as writers?
There's one in Colossians that says, this is my work, and I can do it only because Christ's mighty energy is at work within me. And then I look at the verses in Ephesians 6 about putting on all the armor, because if you're going to write for the Lord, if you're going to go out, you're going onto those front lines. It says in Philippians 4:13, we all know the passage, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. In the Living Bible, it's paraphrased to say, I can do everything God asks me to do with the help of Christ who gives me the strength and power. And that goes back to your whole thing of finding out, Father, what is it that you're calling me to do? Then we can rely on his enabling to do it, not expect that he's going to make it easy or quick. It took 5 years and 42 rejection slips before my first book got in print.
Wow.
If I'd given up, I wouldn't be doing this today. And I came so close to giving up so many times. There was a verse in Galatians 6, I can't remember the exact address. Let us not get discouraged of doing what is right, for after a while, if we don't give up, we will reap a harvest of blessing. That's not exactly it. But
Wow. Oh, that's beautiful though. And
and
that, yeah.
let us not get discouraged of doing what is right, because if we don't get discouraged and give up, we'll reap a harvest of blessing.